This is Medieval Guy. He's a medieval-only Ironman. That means no magic, no rune crafting, and no magical items inconsistent with medieval lore. Together we explore Runescape and compare it to the medieval world of Europe to learn what life was like for people then and how it informs our gaming today. Join us as we compare Galenor to the real world that inspired it. Hello everybody, what is up? It is time for Medieval Guy to begin his slaying adventures. I just talked to Vanica and we got shades. He then said that I should use magic to kill them. Alright, well let's just go check what I have in my bank to kill shades, shall we? Okay, so it looks like I have three options for slaying the shades effectively. One, I have Silver Light, which does do a bit of damage. Against them. It is silvered. Two, I have a silver sickle, which is obviously worse than Silverlight, so I'm probably just gonna go with that. Or I do have some silver bars, and I can get some more silver bars really quickly and make some silver bolts. I'm not really sure which is going to be the most effective. I do have to kill a whole lot of shades, so I'm kind of thinking I might bring some silvered bolts and bring a melee setup and a range setup and just see which one works better and then go back and bank. Now, you know, why silver weapons, right? Why silver weapons against undead things? Well, it's actually kind of simple. Silver was a metal that was considered pure. Okay, there are a few metals that have these different like alchemical properties and spiritual properties. Silver is a pure metal, meaning that it doesn't interact with the unholy. This is where the myth that vampires can't see their own reflections comes from. They would look at a mirror, but since the mirror is polished silver, the mirror does not show them their, horrific nature. Now, why is silver considered so holy? Why is silver considered so good? Well, like many myths, there is a basis of truth in this. No, of course, silver isn't going to, murder a vampire or anything, but silver does have antibacterial properties. Why do you think we call it silverware? It's because at this time, people who are wealthy enough used silver as a disinfectant, particularly regarding food. So yes, silver actually was safe and protective. It actually did keep people safe. So it is a natural extension of silver's known properties to assume that it could, kill a monster. This is of course highly contrasted with gold that had no really interesting properties aside from being particularly malleable and lustrous. Silver has quantifiable properties that people would value in that time period, okay? They didn't care about how well gold transmitted electricity, obviously, right? Today, gold would be much more valuable in that sense. For the record, I actually don't know if there's any decent silver spots down here. I'm just coming to check it out. If not, then I'm gonna go over to the crafting guild. Nothing. Okay, nope. Off to the crafting guild it is, all right. Hello, mysterious ladder. Oh. Huh. Wait a second. Oh, I didn't know that that part of the dungeon came out here. Huh, you'll learn something new every day. So anyway, how silver was viewed historically, it's really hard to find primary sources, regarding silver and how, effective it is against the undead and things like that, because a lot of that lore has been really canonized very recently by film and popular culture. Bram Stoker's Dracula is kind of the Bible for what vampire and even just general undead lore includes. Yet that didn't come out until well after the medieval era, and it was an amalgamation and really a creation of a new mythos. The vampire mythos did not really exist in that sense before Bram Stoker's Dracula. It is a fantasy novel, not really based on the typical Romani lore regarding vampires. So I did a little research before I decided to take this task on, and I'm glad I did, because it turns out that the lore shades over in Morton can drain your strength by 1 point and your attack by as many points as they hit you for. So definitely going ranged on this fight. I am currently equipped with the Holy Symbol, which should protect us from some of the nasty things over in Mauritania. and 1,000 silver bolts, which should be more than enough, especially considering I can pick them up. Okay, hopefully I won't need 10 shots per shade. We also are currently geared up to take on the Shades of Morton minigame quest. Shades of Morton is a minigame that allows you to train both your prayer and your fire making. The best part about it is 2,000 herb lore XP. That is going to give us, I don't even know how many levels, to be honest, like 4-ish maybe. It's gonna give us a few levels, maybe like 3. I don't know. It goes up really quickly. I haven't done the math because I kind of want to leave it a surprise. So we're really close to being able to make prayer potions. How wild is that? I never thought when I started this that I would actually get to the point where I was making prayer potions. That I know that's not like a huge goal for a normal account, but for a hardcore with such severe limitations, I didn't think it was gonna happen. So I'm pretty excited. Okay, here we are in Morton. Everything here, or at least most of this stuff, is hostile to us. So we're gonna have to do a lot of running around here. I wonder if I can safe spot anything in this house. Ooh, I can. Okay, so we can actually start our task a little bit early here. What's going on? Oh no! Oh, the silver can't be used with the... Alright, well, that's a real shame. I messed up. I should have brought a backup crossbow. Alright, I don't care if it's inefficient. I'm gonna go back. I want to use my silver bolts, because now I'm just curious. I made 1,000 bolts. You know, what am I gonna do with them? Okay, so I don't have a steel crossbow made, but I have steel limbs. Let's see what it takes to make one. Fletching, let's see, bows, crossbows, steel, teak. Teak? Oh my god, do I have any teak logs? Please say I didn't use them all. No, I used them all. Oh my, oh. So as I'm walking back through the marsh here, I think now is a good time to kind of talk about some of the medieval aspects of marshes. Marshes have been called by some to be sort of the nursery of civilization. If we look at Mauritania here, this area is actually where we would see some of the largest and most successful cities in the land. Baroque being on a river makes a lot of sense, but Mauritania, this city here, right? Yes, this is Darkmire. Yes, this is filled with vampires and whatnot, but that would actually be one of the premier cities. It would be defensible on all sides. Only those who knew the safe paths through the marsh could possibly attack it. You have a constant and steady source of fresh water. You're immune to flooding because the wetlands will absorb it. It's a very stable and safe environment. And yet, for many hundreds of years, swamps were still seen as sort of the rot and the demonic center of evil in a land, right? Forests and swamps were considered dangerous, and they were filled with all kinds of scary things. Why exactly these places, which were simultaneously perceived to be safe, were also viewed as dangerous, is a bit of a mystery. But historically speaking, if you could set up a castle anywhere, you'd want to do it in a swamp. Some examples of successful cities that were built on marshes are Babylon, Rome, Ravenna, Paris, Berlin, Dresden, London, Brussels, and Amsterdam. All of those are successful cities by any measure, and all of them were built on marshes, or at least very, very close to marshes and wetland. So, you know, maybe next time you're taking a stroll through the marsh, you might think about, yes, it's dark and smelly, but also it's kind of a place of safety and refuge. Okay, we're back, and we're ready to attack, so let's find out how effective this is. We're using our silvered bolts with our iron crossbow. Is it any more effective than just using the Dorgeshin crossbow? The short answer is no, it's not any more effective. And the long answer is I can't believe I wasted so much time prepping the silver bolts when really I should have just stuck with the bone bolts all along. Now, you know what else is kind of annoying me too? My strength and attack haven't been lowered at all from this process. So I'm really not sure what the wiki was on about. So far, I haven't seen any significant drains to these stats. Oof, this is much more of a process than I thought it was going to be. So I know now that I have to get 20% sanctity, I have to reinforce the walls, apparently, and then I can use this flaming altar, and this is just a pain in the butt. Okay, I don't know how we got here, but we did it. It cost a lot of money. There's now lore remains there. I'm gonna try to light it, and hopefully this whole thing works, and we can finish this quest. This minigame was garbage. Oh, look at that. We brought us. Okay, cool. We have a key now. Take the key. I now have a key. How do I complete the quest? Go back to Old Squire and speak with him to prompt the end of the quest. And I am out of serum. So I can't end the quest. Oh my goodness. Talk to Old Squire. You've got to be kidding me. Ugh. I have to go all the way back to a bank to get more of the stupid stuff for the oh my god. Yo, all right. This is a terrible minigame. I hate it. I hate everything about this. Literally the only good thing that's coming out of this episode is 2,000 herb lore experience after I run all the way back to this. All right, things are getting real. I am officially full of things that I need to get this quest done. But I am frequently under attack, and I just need to get this. I just need to get this done. I don't think I can permanently heal these guys this time without food, so I'm just going to use the serum to talk to him. I'm going to close the door real quick. Okay, all right. I got the Shade Spirit to rest. Awesome. Herb Lore XP. Thank goodness. Okay, this minigame, by the way, I don't like it. I don't like anything about it. I hope never to come back here. I'm not even going to go and, like, make the serum 208 or whatever to get these guys permanently undone, because this has been hours, literally hours to complete this stupid quest. But moment of truth, let's check out Herb Lore 24. Okay, so that didn't get me quite as many levels as I was maybe hoping, but that's still a sizable increase from where we started, so pretty happy about that. We're not even close to prayer restore potions, but we did make a pretty sizable dent there. So let's get out of here. This has been a mess all the way around. Okay, I need to get more food, or I need to safe spot these shades for the rest of the Slayer points here. So we're just gonna check back with you guys after after I complete the Slayer task.
2,000 years later.
Okay, so here we are. We are almost done with our task. We have another 25 to kill or so. I think I've decided that I am going to try to get just a few more of these keys just to kind of see what we can unlock, because we can unlock like different higher level equipment, especially like adamant stuff, if we get the right combination of keys. So I'm just going to kill these last 25 shades. Get a few of the remains and see what I can do about getting a little bit of money at the general store there. I did bring some serums just in case I changed my mind. Sure enough, I feel like, you know, it's worth making the investment and doing this right. So, stupid conscience making me do it right. Whatever. Okay, so we are down to 6 kills on our task. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to kill this last guy. I'm going to run over. I do have the serum 208 now. So I'm going to go and repair our townspeople. All right, putting your soul at ease, buddy. Oh, it's not always keys. It's sometimes just money. Okay. Well, you know what? I mean, I can use money, so that's not a big problem. I wish it was a little more money, but... All right, brilliant. Okay, so we have a few different keys here. Bronze red key. That looks like a bronze red chest. Okay, cool. So we're getting a couple of rewards here. We have a lot of red things, so we're just going to keep opening these chests. Oh, okay. Amulet of Defense. Interesting. I can't use it because it's obviously a magical item, but it may be necessary for some clues. Unfortunately, we didn't get any clues, but we did get a few steel bars back. So, all in all, kind of underwhelming, but that's kind of to be expected, to be honest. We did this at the lowest possible effort because it was just so frustrating and annoying. The big news here is that we finished a Slayer task. I don't think I'm going to keep updating you guys on every single Slayer task. This was just a particularly long and difficult one, so hopefully next time I upload, we'll have something a little bit more a little bit more dramatic than unlocking some mithril daggers and an amulet of defense for you. Oh, hello everybody. We are right back where we started, and it has been over a week since I recorded for this video. In that time, I have cracked total level 1,100, which is awesome. I've been getting our fishing and cooking up so that I can get some sharks for our Fremenic trials. There's a possibility we'll actually be able to beat that Undying guy and get ourselves a really cool sword. So that's kind of just like a secondary goal that we're looking at. I also did a couple of other Slayer tasks, so we're making good progress on that. We've gotten our first Slayer points, actually, but I wanted to end the video on a really cool task to give us something to look forward to for our next video, and I think we got it. You guys ready? That's right, baby. Blue dragons. So, in short, here's the plan. I'm going to finish the agility from 64 to 70, so we will have 70 agility, and then I am going to go to the task in Taverley Dungeon. 70 agility gives us the pipe squeeze. We'll be able to safe spot blue dragons either here or here, and then we will be able to bank all of that material in the East Bank in Falador. That's going to be a very long time for 114, but you know what? It's going to be super fun because not only are we well on our way to getting the requirements for the brine rats so that we can get ourselves a brine saber, but we finally have a task that is worthy of medieval guy. In short, here be dragons. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and a subscribe, and if you're one of my regular viewers, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you sometime in the future. Bye-bye now.